welcome back to another episode of the Damp Squid Survival server. I tried to record this a second ago, but none of the audio recorded, so sorry about that, you'll miss out there. But what I did, I started setting out a floor plan for our house. What I want to do is make a manor house, so I'll be showing you that in a bit. But what I came here to do was to get some pine wood, or spruce wood, sorry. But it's now night time for one thing, and I don't actually have any inventory space, so I might just go back and worry about that later. Do you want an egg there? Right, so I'm just gonna sail back. Otherwise this was a poorly thought out plan, but I can't steer. Why can't I steer? If they change the steering of boats, whatever, we'll walk back. We will walk back, it's no big deal. Oh dear. I was too curious about what was down there. Okay. Follow the compass. See, Slangers has been on the server a lot more than me. I've been kind of busy with the real world, unfortunately, but I think that'll change soon and I'll be able to be on a bit more. But I'll show you what he's done. He started making a mine tunnel. I believe he showed you this in his video, but I haven't seen it yet, so excuse me if I am repeating anything he said. But he has started making a mine tunnel, and I don't believe he'd got as far as he has now when he did his recording, so I will show you. And apologies if you've already seen it. So I think this is the way. I'm following the compass, and oh, there we go. There's a little hut. I do like a little hut. I'm quite proud of it, and it's very jungly. I thought, we'd make something what's up there? That fits in with the the surrounding area. So it seemed like a good idea at the time. Oh, get away from my carrot patch. What are you doing? Oh, look at that. I'm straight under a carrot. I'm not happy with that. I am not happy at all. Yeah, we temporarily solved our food shortage problem because, as King showed you, we found a village, and so we stole their carrots and planted them, basically, next to our little hut. Also installed a nice double bed, so we can get cozy and have a good night's sleep. Cook some of this up. Got some leather. That's not leather, that's flesh, but yeah, we really need to sort out our inventories management system, because I don't know where anything goes. I'm just going to shove it all on here. You can deal with it. It's his problem now. I want those. Yeah, I don't know if he showed you this, but there's he's made a huge, this isn't the right way, he's made a huge tunnel to the village he found, which is really good, because that's where we are going to build our first house. Get on the property ladder, as it were. So that'd be good. I've just laid out the floor plan, so I'll show you that now. The way I build houses, I think, is slightly different than most people in that I think most people just build it. I like to draw out with sand the floor plans of where each room is going to go, so that I know I've got enough space. And I know that it's symmetrical, because I'm quite picky on the symmetrical thing. I also hate this tunnel. Don't tell them. But the cobblestone, I hate cobblestone. And the dirt and I want this lined with wood, ideally. Yeah, come on, pigs. See, ideally I want this lined with wood or something nice. Maybe gold. Line it with gold. That'd be a target for them. But it is a really handy tunnel, because we're going to set up our hopper system, minecart system, where we can basically transfer everything from the mineshaft back to the main house. And obviously we need to go to the nether to get some of the nether quartz to make the comparators to actually get that working. But there we go, we'll work on that. So yeah, this is the house. As you can see, it's not really much of a house, but it is just some sand. I want the final thing to be made of a combination of pine and birch wood. It's going to take a while to get the birch wood, definitely, because obviously the trees only grow in 1 or 2 clumps at a time. But yeah, a proper manor house with the pointy roof there, I don't know if you can imagine this. So 2 pointy roofs either side, and then a flat roof in the middle, little porch thing. Why can I hear a zombie? What's going on? Okay, he's not dead, he's... whatever, not my problem. But yeah, so I'm going to start building this, and the advantage of the floor plan is that, as I said, you can get it the right space and you get it symmetrical. It's also handy if you're doing joint projects together, because you can kind of lay out what you're going to do so the other person has a vague idea of what's going to happen, because Slanus hasn't seen this yet, but when he sees my sand floor plan, he'll realise roughly what I'm doing. He won't know exactly what kind of building it is, but he'll be able to tell the size of it and build around that accordingly, because he wants to do a little hut, I think, on the other side of the minecart. Just about here. Should be nice, and I want to set up a proper garden, and I've got big plans. So yeah, we decided to build next to the village because, well, you know, we get lonely, just the 2 of us. And I think it makes sense. Oh, stop following me. He's after my cow. It makes sense to kind of look after them, really. You can see I try to trap most of them in their houses because... because I don't trust them not to kill themselves to zombies. So all the ones with sand in the doors, I've got villagers trapped inside. I don't know if you can see. There he is. He's trapped because we have suffered a few casualties already, and we don't want to lose the whole population because that would be a pain to replace. My goodness, he's just drawn by carrots. Run, run. So yeah, we also found an enchanted book for Silk Touch, which is amazing because, I don't know, you probably know, but Silk Touch allows you to get the original block you mine. So normally when you mine some grass like this, you get some dirt, whereas this would allow you to actually get a grass block, which would be, I mean, it doesn't sound useful, but it is. If you want grass underground or high up in the air or even in the nether, then you can have grass there, and it's really cool because then it will spread. And it also means you can get diamond ore instead of diamond blocks, which is just a cool kind of thing to have, really. And you can get redstone ore instead of redstone, which I think is one of the most exciting things you can do, because if you know about bud switches, which are block update detector switches, where basically if there's a block update, they'll emit a redstone signal, so if a furnace turns on or off, etc. Or in the case of redstone ore, if you touch it, then it starts glowing, which is a block update. So you can set up some really good traps with block update detectors and redstone ore. And Slanus doesn't know anything about this, which means I can hopefully pull a few pranks on him, because he's been AWOL from the Minecraft scene for about a year now. So he doesn't know about loads of this stuff, and hopefully I can trick him, which is my plan. But I'm also hoping he doesn't actually watch this video, but I don't imagine he will. So he should be okay. So he has a busy life as well. I can't bother. He also said he found some horses, which was a lie, because these are not horses. These are donkeys, which I think is more exciting, because you can put chests in them. Can I do it now? Let's see. No. No, I cannot do it now. I have to tame it first. But really, I want a saddle before I tame it. Do you have to have a saddle before you tame it? I don't know. I don't think you do. I need to read up on horses, because they are new. But, yeah, I really want a donkey, because we can both have chests in it, and we can take it places, and it'll be really cool. So, that is one of my projects. Find a dungeon and get some saddles. I also want to get some leashes, so I can tie them to a post somewhere, because I don't trust them not to run off, or drown or something. So, I do need slime balls for that, so I will need to find a swamp at some point, but that will be a later mission, I think. Yeah, so that should be all good. We also found, both in the village and in a jungle temple, we found some gold horse armor, which is pretty cool. I mean, we can't unfortunately use it on the donkeys, which is a bit disappointing, I guess. But we can, when we eventually find some horses, which hopefully we do, we'll be able to put armor on them. And that means they're less likely to die, which is good, because I think horses are quite rare from what I understand. So the fact that we found 2 donkeys as well was really lucky, I think. So I'm hoping to find some horses and put gold armor on. Because we found 2 sets of gold armor. There won't even be a fight over which one of us gets it, which will be really nice. Because I'm not huge in the whole fighting thing. So, but we've had some really good finds, and we found, I don't have any stone. We found 3 diamonds in fact, actually, as well, just in chests from both the mine shaft and the village, I believe. So, we haven't found any actual diamond ore yet, but we haven't really been mining properly. I mean, Slamus has been digging his tunnel, which has been fairly near the surface. And I will go mining at some point soon, because I really want an enchantment table, because they are the most useful things, and I die quite a lot, so I really need to spend my levels before I lose them. Yeah. Yes, good plans, I think, for this server. I mean, we both owned a server like 2 years ago, or probably more. It was before beta of Minecraft. It was way in alpha back when, in multiplayer, there were no mobs, except for chickens and pigs. I don't know why cows went in. Or sheep, actually. They weren't in multiplayer for some reason. And we made some pretty impressive structures, I think, on that. So hopefully we can replicate that. I mean, back then it had the advantage that you couldn't take damage. It was survival, but you couldn't take damage, which I know sounds a bit kind of opposing, but that was how it worked, and I did quite like it, because it meant you could play around with lava and do cool stuff without the risk of imminent death. Obviously you can now do that with potions. We'll see how it goes. I mean, I think Slamus is very up to date on the potions and enchantments, because he has been, as I say, away for Minecraft for about a year. So maybe I can trick him somehow. That'd be good. But obviously we need a trip to the Nether for that. But I think we're trying to get settled before we do anything too big, because we want to get our house sorted, which is why I'm doing this now. No, it might not be the most exciting viewing, but I'm just kind of rambling as I do. So, I'll get this sorted, and then we can start working on bigger things. I know he wants to build. Oh dear, it's night time. I forgot about that. Oh dear. Sword up already. Miss and fail. Yeah, he wants to build his mineshaft. Mineshaft? Oh man, minecart thing. That's the one. And he wants to build a little hut there. So that's another good reason for having my sand floor plans. Oh dear. Oh dear. A disadvantage though of not having walls is that things can just walk in. But I don't. I mean, I've made it out of sand because I can quickly destroy it. It means I can get things sorted the way I want them, without having to worry about completely destroying the building because the door's not in the middle or something. So this way it means I can get everything exactly right, I get the proportions right, and I don't know about you guys, but I think this should be big enough. I mean, this will be the main entrance, so we've got 4 rooms here, there'll be a small room at the back, and then we'll have a garden as well, and obviously there'll be 2 floors. And really you don't need that many rooms, I find. I don't know if that's just me. You've got your chest room, you've got your furnace room, maybe a brewing room, enchanting room, and that's pretty much it. Like, you've got a bedroom maybe. Oh, after that, you're basically just improvising and just putting things in for the sake of it. So it's not essential space. So I think my building should be big enough. We'll see what Slater says as well about it, but it should be good. What I really need to do is, now that I've got this all leveled out, is get the wood. So that's why I was over there for the pine forest in the first place, but I chose very bad timing and I was going to die, because I'm pretty certain we have it on hard difficulty. Because we set it like that for a different map, maybe. I'm not sure. We'll see. But at least I can, I suppose, chop down some of these birch trees. Which will be useful for the building. It's going to be a mixture of pine and birch, as I said before. See, other than the survival server, we are going to be doing some more Hunger Games. I don't know if you caught our video last time, but it wasn't a roaring success, let's say that. It was a bit of a disaster. We lasted 7 minutes, I think. I watched the footage back, I think it was 7 minutes. The entire video is about 10 minutes, and there's a 3-minute intro. So, yeah. Not too impressed with that. I don't know what we did wrong, really, because we did the practice run when we weren't recording, and we got into the final at 8, I think. And this time, I think, we didn't do it quite as well, but that is kind of the problem. The tricky thing is getting the balance between surviving and making a good video. Because when we did it, we were basically just huddled underground, mining the entire time, which it worked. Don't get me wrong, it worked very well, and it is what Slingers wants to do for the actual main video. But I argued the case that it would be less interesting viewing than if we actually went out and did stuff, which is what we did, and then we died. So I feel a bit responsible for our death. Maybe I was too reckless, but I think that would be more interesting, a reckless quick death, than kind of a long drawn out mining expedition where we then die anyway. So we'll do another one of those fairly shortly, and hopefully it'll be more of a success. The last one I don't think could have gone much worse unless we died within the first 3 minutes. But yes. So whenever I destroy trees, I always hope that I get at least 2 saplings, because then I have effectively made a profit on the tree. That's how I see it anyway. Especially birch trees, because oftentimes as you destroy one, you don't get a single sapling. I don't know if they're rare, whether I'm just really unlucky, but that is the way it seems to work. yeah, I think though I will leave this episode here. And hopefully next time you come on, the manor house will be so much more complete. I mean, it might be completely complete. I'm not sure. We're planning on doing a recording, a joint one next, I believe. So hopefully we'll have it done pretty well. Maybe, I'm not sure if Stainless is planning on making any more videos before I join one. I don't think he is. I might be wrong about that. So, thanks for watching. If you've liked what you've seen and heard, please do subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!